nice this morning. Hope you're not getting bored with me.
No, never.
Right, I'll see you later. I love you.
Okay, love you too.
Bye-bye.
Morning, Biff.
Oh, morning, Steve. Glad I ran into you. Listen, I need some time off this afternoon. It's personal. But I'll make it up tomorrow. I'll work late.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just don't tell this to Linda, will you?
No problem.
Cheers.
Where are you going?
I'm taking him for another look at the new farm.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, he promised. Don't make him break his word.
Andy, you're not on holiday. You've been suspended from school. It's supposed to be a punishment.
Look, it was my fault as much as his, Sarah. I didn't think.
Yeah, well, you better start thinking now, both of you. You can put that away and then you can go and get your maths book.
Oh, you're not going to make me do schoolwork when I'm at home, are you?
Well, there's nowhere else for you to do it at the moment. I'm going to make sure you knuckle down. Go on. I'm sure there's something you could be getting on with as well.
Yeah, sorry.
Jack, we've got to get him back on the straight and narrow. We're not going to do that by being easy on him.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry for what happened last night.
No, forget it.
I can't. Feels as though I made a right fool of myself.
Not at all.
You're a beautiful woman, Zoe. You must get men trying to seduce you all the time.
It happens.
Oh, so I suppose you thought it was just another chat-up night.
No, I was very moved by what you told me.
It was the truth. But I'd rather it wasn't broadcast to everyone.
Understood. Forgotten. We'll just continue with our normal working relationship.
Thanks. Couldn't it be a little more than that? No, I know it couldn't be that sort of relationship. But we can be close friends, can't we?
You sure you want to do this?
No, but I've got to.
Well, you'll get to meet your father at last.
That's the bit I don't want.
You must be curious about him after all these years.
Why should I be, Kathy? He left me before I was even born. He's never given me anything apart from a disease that's going to kill me. It's not exactly going to be a tearful reunion, is it?
Try and look at it from my point of view, Steve. If I'm attracted to someone, do I settle for just being friends, or do I ask for something more and risk being told I am a freak? Or even losing the friendship?
Or do you have someone in mind?
I'm just going to take James to the clinic. Did you want anything in Houghton?
No, it's okay, Sophie. I'm off on my rounds soon. I'll see you when I get back.
Okay, see ya.
I was talking hypothetically.
Oh.
There's quite a diversion of opinion on feeding, even amongst the experts.
Why don't you put the kettle on?
She's not due another feed for at least another hour.
Forget the baby. I want a cup of tea.
In a minute, darling.
Oh, I'll do it myself. It may come as a tremendous shock to you, Tony, but I managed to cope with 3 babies without the aid of a military strategy or a textbook.
Organisation and planning are the key, whether it's a tactical manoeuvre or changing a nappy.
Well, I'm delighted you started taking an interest in the baby, Tony. But before you start designing a camouflage cot blanket, it would be nice if you took an interest in the mother.
What?
Emma was not very keen on going back to school today.
That's understandable, I suppose. There's bound to be a lot of gossip from the other girls.
The heads promised to keep an eye on how they treat her.
Things will settle down after a few weeks, once the novelty's worn off.
We'll see. Still, the sooner we can get organising things at Woodside Farm, the better. I suggest we go there this morning and start planning the renovations. What are you doing?
Checking Jerry's new feeding chart. See what the most convenient time is.
Thought lads are supposed to be fixing that.
So did I, but they seem to be in a bit of a sulk this morning.
Well, that'll be my fault for barring them from Woolpack.
You did right, though, man. That time they learned a bit of respect.
That'll be the day. I mean, you know, when I got my job there, they just saw it as like a green light for free beer every time Mr. Turner turned his head.
Typical men. Can't see further than the next pint. You hang tough, though, Mandy. Might even impress Turner enough to make him think about making you manager.
Oh, no chance. Not now Terry's back any road. And to be honest, I think we'll get the Big E this morning.
You ready?
I don't know whether I can go through with this.
You're doing it for Linda, aren't you? Surely you owe it to her to find out the truth.
I used to tell all the other kids at school that he was dead. Every birthday, every Christmas. Because I couldn't stomach the fact he never even bothered to send me a card.
Shall we go back then?
No. I've come this far. I'm not going back now.
Al, where exactly does it hurt?
It's not a pain, it's an itch, and I can't get to scratch it with this damn pot on my leg.
Sorry to interrupt. I've just come for my money.
It's not payday. You after an advance?
No, I just want what I'm owed. Especially now I'm surplus to requirements.
Hey, have you given Mandy the elbow?
Of course not.
Look, we all know it's just a question of time now Terry's back. So I just thought I'd save you the bother, yeah?
No, I'm only staying here while Al's crocked. Then I'm going back to Leeds, managing the theme pub.
You're a very valued member of my staff. I'm delighted with the way you're shaping up.
Really?
Yes, any doubts I may have had were allayed when I saw the firm line you took with your family. Now, you keep up the good work, Mandy.
Well, I think it's a diabolical thing to do.
Women shouldn't be put in positions of power. It always goes to their head.
Quite the new man, aren't you, Zach?
Oh, come on, you've got to admit, Mandy went too far. You can't buy your own family, it's not decent.
Yeah, we weren't doing any harm, it was just high spirits.
I seem to remember a similar excuse when my farm got blown up.
Oh, come on, Lisa. All we're asking is a quiet drink in our local. Hey, maybe you could talk around.
Doubt there'll be much point. She reckons Turner's going to sack her.
Good. At least we'll always get a pint off Tubby Turner.
With all this talk about family loyalty, you'd think if he sacks her that you should boycott the place.
You what?
Well, either way, it's going to be a long while before any of you lot gets a drink. But don't worry, I've got something to occupy you.
Oh, Butch, I've just remembered that thing.
What thing?
That thing we forgot.
Oh, yeah, that thing, yeah.
That bus out there needs a complete overhaul. Every minute it's standing out there, it's costing us money, so you lot can get out there and start work straight away. Come on, and you, don't just sit there with that hat on.
He's asleep. The nurse said he needed plenty of rest. Should we go for a walk and come back later?
No. I've waited a long time for this.
Biff, I know how bitter you must feel. But he's sick, and he may be dying. There's no point opening up old wounds. Just remember what we've come here for, eh?
I knew we'd meet up one day. There's so much I've got to say to you.
Yeah. That goes for me too.
Told me about the wedding. You must be Linda.
No, I'm Kathy. I'm just a friend.
Oh, I see.
No, you don't. I'm not like you. She's not my bit on the side. I only brought her here because I didn't want Linda to know anything about you.
It's all right, Linda. Let him have his say. When I first found out that what was wrong with me, I felt right sorry for my son. I ate the bottle and never really stopped. It took ages before I started to think what it might mean to other people.
So it was a bit late for that, wouldn't you?
You know about the test you can take for Huntington's?
Yeah?
I had a brother.
My uncle. I know.
When we found out our mum had ASD, we made a pact and decided we didn't want to know.
And when he tested positive, you knew you had it too.
The thing is, is he still hasn't developed the symptoms.
I think I'll leave you two alone for a while. I'll wait in the car.
OK, Kathy. I have never forgiven you for running out on us.
Oh, are you a gambling man?
Sometimes.
The odds are about 50-50. Important thing is whether you're gonna cross your fingers and hope for the best, or find out one way or another.
Can we go to the new farm?
We'll all go later, when Robert gets back from school. If that's all right with Sarah.
As long as Andy's finished that maths.
But I don't understand it. It don't make sense.
It's just a question of thinking it through logically, Andy. Explain it to him, Jack.
Give it here. Which is it? Charles is 10 years old. Emily is 15 years older than Lawrence. Joan is 6 years older than Emily and 6 years younger than Mark. When Charles was born, Lawrence was the same age as Charles is now. How old is Joan?
Well,
We didn't do stuff like that when I was at school.
does that mean we can't go to the new farm?
Oh, of course we can. But first, I'd like to ask Jack another little maths problem. If Jack sells Woodside Farm for £10,000 more than it's worth, what does Sarah do when the Cairns realise how much the repairs will cost?
That's their problem, not ours.
Well, you all have to live in the same village.
Well, they look to me like they've got plenty of money. And they should have known that where property's concerned, it's buyer beware.
Oi.
Oh, poor. You're still here?
We've got a lot to talk about.
Sorry. I must have drifted off. I guess it's the pills.
Are you in a lot of pain?
Can it you good or bad? The important thing is how you cope with it.
What am I supposed to call you? Doesn't seem right saying Dad after all these years.
Ronald do. You're right.
Only Mum calls me that. Everybody else calls me Biff.
Biff it'll be then, if you don't mind.
If I've got this Huntington's, does that mean that every baby me and Linda have are going to get it too?
It's not that simple, Biff. Russian roulette. They can be tested before they're born.
I know. I know.
Were you taught to?
Linda. I just don't know where to start.
No one can make that decision for you. You're the one that has to live with it.
But if I die from it, she's the one that's left to pick up the pieces.
It's not your fault, Biff. That's the first thing you've got to get in your head. It's just fate, I suppose.
She wants a baby more than anything.
If you have the test and it's negative, then there's nothing more to worry about.
But if it's positive?
There you go, Al.
Ah, thanks, Terry. You've been a real brick. I don't know what I'd have done without you.
No problem. It's what mates are for.
Terry, you've made a lot of friends since you've been here in Emmerdale, haven't you?
Well, there's plenty I'll miss. Especially you.
No, I don't want to interfere or anything, but are you sure you made the right decision about leaving?
I think so. No, I reckon the more space I put between me and my disastrous love life, the better.
And you will be missed.
Thanks, Al. But I think you'll get over it. As you say, Mandy's shaping up well.
£3.50, please. Thanks.
Have on yourself, Mindy.
Oh, cheers, thanks.
I'm glad I ran into you. About this morning.
Yeah.
I'll treat everything you told me in confidence, and I'd be grateful if you did the same with anything I might have said.
Of course. I wish you'd trust me a bit more, Zoe. I don't want to make any judgments about you or your life. I just want to be your friend.
You've made up your mind, then?
She's got to be told.
If it made things easier, we could bring her here. I'd try and explain things best I can.
I'm not sure she could handle all that. I need to tell her where we stand first. Better be going. Nurse says you need all the sleep you can get. What?
Will you come and see me again? If I could live my life over, I'd do things different, but I ain't got the chance. You're the only family I've got.
What do you want from me? I've never even seen you before today.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I just want you to be there.
Yeah, well, I can't make any promises. You've turned my life upside down. And I don't know what to do about anything anymore.
I don't. At least we finally met. I'm glad of that anyway. Maybe you will be one day.
I've got to go.
He's finished with.
Yeah, thanks, Mindy.
Thanks, darling.
Lovely. Steve, I know you mean well, but you haven't been here long enough to know what life in a village is all about.
If you mean gossip, I've already had my share. Life's too short to let those sort of people get to you.
It's easy for you to say. I am not just a lesbian, I am a Tate, so everything I do ends up under the magnifying glass.
Look, Zoe, if there's somebody who means so much to you, you ought to tell them. If you don't, you'll spend the rest of your life regretting it.
I could end up doing that either way.
You can't lose what you haven't got.
I didn't know what to think when you were so long.
Sorry.
What happened? Are you still angry with him?
I can't forgive him, Kathy. That could be me in a few years' time. I can't put Linda through that.
How was school?
Lousy.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
Look, Em, if someone's giving you a hard time, we ought to know about it.
I'll be fine. I just miss Jerry. I wanted to be with her.
Leave her for a while, Em. I've just got her to sleep.
She's my baby.
I've just got her settled into a proper feeding routine.
She's right, Tony. We've got to give her a chance.
Zoe, I've got the appointment book up to date. Is there anything else you want me to do before I go?
No, it's okay, Linda. You get off to the wine bar.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. See ya.
Well, looks like James isn't going to wake up for a while, so you can get off early too if you want. It's your night off, isn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't really got anything planned.
Oh. Well, you can always stay and have a meal with me if you've got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Great. Do you have a bottle of wine while I'm cooking? Which do you prefer, red, white?
I'll let you decide that. I'm sure you know more about it than me.
Maybe I'll cook something special. I haven't done any serious cooking since... well, it never seems worth making anything elaborate when you're just on your own.
Can I help? Not exactly cordon bleu class, but, well, I quite enjoy cooking.
Great. So what shall we drink to?
Well, here's to us.
Let me do the talking. Mandy.
Uncle Zach?
Yeah, I've been doing some thinking, and I've decided you were right the other day. The lads were well out of order. But I've given them a good talking to, and it won't happen again.
Dead right it won't, because you're all still bad.
For how long?
Oh, till hell freezes over.
Mr. Turner.
You heard the lady.
Oh, come on, lads. It seems to me you need reminding where your loyalties ought to lie. So until this is sorted, you're bad. Yeah. From our place. You. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, well, that's your day.
Can't mess us about like that.
We're still bad from pub, though. We still can't get a drink. Yeah, well, who needs a wolf pack anyway? We've got our own bar at home. All we need is to get stocked up.
Yeah, well, how are we going to do that, Dad? I mean, we're all skint.
Some of us aren't. Hey, Albert?
Oh, come on, leave me out. I'm fresh out of prison.
Yeah, well, you must have a bit left after selling our Tina's car.
Only about, 50 quid-ish.
Yeah, well, that's family money. Unless you want to get barred too.
50 quid won't buy much. Have you seen Vic Windsor's prices?
Oh, yeah, we're not going to him. Hey, what's the point of having a master criminal in the house if we don't use his contacts?
Eh?
Well, you must know somebody who's got some cheap knocked-off booze for us.
I'll see what I can do.
Everything seems to be bubbling along nicely.
Oh, thanks. Oh, should I get that?
No, no need. It'll switch through to the emergency number. Locum will deal with it.
I see. You're having a night off too.
Oh, I decided we could do without interruptions. Gives us a chance to get to know each other better. Sophie, I don't think I could have got through these last few months without you.
It must have been a nightmare. Kim disappearing and then your father being charged.
Most people in your position would have got out at the first sign of trouble. I know you could have found another job if you wanted, but I'm just glad you stayed.
I wouldn't let you down, Zoe.
No, I know, and you've just been wonderful with James, but I want you to see me as more than your boss. I want us to be friends. Close friends.
Try and make the customers go for the special tonight.
Why, what is it?
Chicken casserole.
Been busy in the kitchen?
Yep, and it tastes pretty good.
I don't know why you're making so much effort to boost Derek's profits.
It's not for him. Every penny we'll make will go to our savings, and we'll need it. Oh, by the way, that catalogue arrived this morning. You know, the nursery furniture. It looks really nice.
Customers.
Oh, it's all right. I'll deal with it.
You should tell her, Biff.
So, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. It's not something I've ever had to deal with before. I've been out with a few boys, but none of them ever meant anything.
Well, maybe you've just not met the right one. That's what I used to tell myself. It's what Dad still thinks.
You know that's not true.
Not for me. Look, I don't want to push you into anything. Maybe it's best we just forget this conversation ever took place.
Maybe I don't want to forget it.
I'm out.